The United States uses a system called the Electoral College to elect its president. This system is outlined in the U.S. Constitution. Each state gets a certain number of electors based on its population. To win the presidency, a candidate needs a majority of the electoral votes. There are 538 total electoral votes. A candidate needs at least 270 to win. While rare, it is possible for the Electoral College to end in a tie. This happens when both candidates receive 269 electoral votes. Such a scenario presents a unique challenge for American democracy. It triggers a series of constitutional procedures to break the tie and determine the next president. A tie in the Electoral College is a reminder of the complexities of the American electoral system. It highlights the importance of understanding the Constitution's contingency plans. Understanding how this process works is crucial for informed civic engagement. The Founding Fathers anticipated the possibility of an Electoral College tie. They included a contingency plan in Article 2, Section 1, Clause 3 of the U.S. Constitution. This clause outlines the procedures for resolving a tie. It shifts the responsibility of electing the president to the House of Representatives. The Constitution's framers recognized that an electoral tie would be a significant event. They wanted to ensure a peaceful and decisive resolution. By giving the House the power to decide, they aimed to maintain stability and prevent a constitutional crisis. When the Electoral College results in a tie, the House of Representatives takes center stage. Each state delegation gets a single vote to cast for one of the top 3 presidential candidates who received electoral votes. This ensures that the House's decision reflects the will of the states, not just the individual representatives. The House continues voting until one candidate secures a majority of the state's votes. This process can be time-consuming and politically charged, especially if the House is deeply divided along partisan lines. The outcome of the vote determines the next president of the United States. The House's voting procedure for breaking an Electoral College tie is unique. Each state delegation, regardless of its size, gets one vote. This means that a state with a small population has the same voting power as a state with a large population. This system is designed to ensure that all states have an equal say in choosing the president in this extraordinary circumstance. The one vote, one state rule can lead to situations where a candidate who won the popular vote could still lose the presidency. This is because a candidate could win more states but have fewer total votes nationwide. This aspect of the Electoral College has been a subject of debate and controversy throughout American history. Section 5. The Senate's role. Selecting the Vice President. While the House decides the president in an Electoral College tie, the Senate selects the Vice President. Each senator gets one vote, and a majority vote is required to elect the Vice President. The Senate chooses between the top 2 vice presidential candidates who received electoral votes. The Senate's role in breaking an Electoral College tie is equally important to the House's role. The Vice President, in addition to assuming the presidency in case of the president's death, disability, or removal from office, also serves as the President of the Senate and casts tie-breaking votes in the chamber. Section 6. History's shadow past Electoral College ties. The United States has experienced 2 presidential elections that resulted in an Electoral College tie. The first occurred in 1800 between Thomas Jefferson and Aaron Burr. The second happened in 1824 between Andrew Jackson, John Quincy Adams, William H. Crawford, and Henry Clay. In both instances, the election was decided in the House of Representatives. The 1800 election led to the passage of the 12th Amendment, which changed the Electoral College process to require electors to cast separate ballots for president and vice president. Section 7. Complications and chaos. Potential issues with a tie. An Electoral College tie in the modern political climate could lead to various complications and chaos. The rise of hyperpartisanship, the spread of misinformation, and the potential for legal challenges could create a constitutional crisis. A protracted process in the House could undermine public trust in the democratic process. It could also create instability and uncertainty both domestically and internationally. Section 8. A system under scrutiny. Criticisms of the Electoral College. The possibility of an Electoral College tie highlights the criticisms of this system. Critics argue that it is undemocratic and gives too much power to swing states. They also point out that it can result in a candidate winning the presidency without winning the popular vote. Proponents of the Electoral College argue that it protects the interests of smaller states and prevents a few large states from dominating presidential elections. They also argue that it promotes stability by encouraging candidates to build broad coalitions across different regions of the country. Section 9, Conclusion. A rare event with significant consequences. An electoral college tie is a rare event in American politics. However, it is a possibility that should not be ignored. The constitutional procedures for resolving a tie are designed to ensure a peaceful transfer of power. However, the potential for complications and chaos in the current political climate is real. Understanding the intricacies of the Electoral College and the implications of a tie is crucial for an informed citizenry. As the United States moves forward, the debate over the Electoral College and its role in American democracy will undoubtedly continue.